Hey, it's Randy at Funeral Funds of America. In this video, we're going to talk about the actual cost for $25,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for an 80-year-old male. Now, the first thing you need to understand is you can get actual pricing on our website at funeralfunds.com. Just click the state that you live in. We're licensed in all 50 states, by the way. And coverage amount, put your birthday, hit get quotes. It's going to pull you to a quoter. It's going to take you to a quoter where you can get actual pricing from all the different insurance companies in your state. And we're going to show you that quoter here in just a moment on this video too. But again, just keep in mind you can get information right on our website. Now, the first thing you need to ask yourself when looking for $25,000 worth of insurance for an 80-year-old male is that going to be enough insurance? So if you're looking at getting cremated and you're going to just come home in a cardboard box or an urn, nothing fancy, that's going to be between $1,000 to $2,000. So $25,000 is way more than you need. In fact, you're probably overinsured if you're trying to get that much. And if you're going to be cremated and have some sort of remembrance of life or celebration of life ceremony, it's probably going to be $3,500 to $4,500 right now. So again, $2,500 or $25,000 is more than enough. But again, that's probably overinsured. So we would typically recommend around $5,000 for just the come home in a cardboard or box cremation. And then if you're going to have that celebration of life ceremony, something like that, probably $5,000 to $7,000. Now, you can get more insurance, but the challenge is if you've waited until age 80, the insurance is starting to get more expensive. So we just really recommend that you kind of get exactly what you need. Don't overinsure. Probably age 80 is the wrong time to be searching for a bunch of life insurance to be leaving that for your family members. So, but if you've got the means to do it, go for it. You can qualify for it. And by and large, we can get you first day coverage. Now, if you're looking to get buried, that's probably right now the average is right around $10,000 in the United States. Now, that's not going to be anything fancy. Trust me. It's going to be very meager. But we can't imagine there's going to be many funeral homes in America where if you walk in there with a $10,000 check, they're not going to get something taken care of for you versus letting that check walk out the door and go to one of their competitors. Why would they do that? It seems kind of silly. But again, it's going to be very meager. But, $25,000 worth of life insurance takes care of that. You don't have to worry about that. But again, it tends to get pretty expensive at age 80. So we would recommend getting what you can afford. If all you can afford is $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, get that. Because if you don't get that insurance, your family's going to have to pay for that. Your loved ones are going to have to pay for that. And, if you've got a little extra funds, probably, 15 would be pretty good. Maybe more if you can afford it. But 12,500, 15, maybe 17,500, something like that. Just depends on your budget. But again, the best insurance in the world to have is the insurance that you have, not the one that you almost bought. So we also recommend first day coverage. That's what we help people with at Funeral Funds of America. First day coverage of benefits, low cost same day approvals. And the reason you want that is you don't want to have to wait 2 years for a policy to kick in, especially at age 80 years old. Because kind of time's not working for you. It's working kind of against you at that point. So a lot of people would say, yeah, but those first day coverage policies have health questions. And we would say, yeah, they do. But the underwriting is very flexible. And we work with enough different insurance companies that God forbid something would happen. That with that first day coverage, you'd still be taken care of. Now, the only reason you wouldn't qualify for first day coverage as an 80-year-old male is if you had some really significant heavy-duty health problems, like maybe a terminal illness where you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you had dementia, or you were on dialysis, or you were in the hospital or in a nursing home. It'd have to be really significant stuff. Otherwise, 80, 95% of the people we're talking to, probably 90 and 95%, are going to qualify for first day coverage. Now, we do get calls once in a while from some people that would say, hey, we just had a family member pass away and their body's down at the funeral home. They didn't have insurance. We don't have any money. We need to get this insurance right away so we can get the funeral home paid. And we have to tell them that, unfortunately, there's no insurance company in the United States that will offer an insurance policy on a dead person. And it's really sad that the person that died put their family in that. It's both an emotional and a financial pickle, right? It's terrible that they would put them with those two burdens, financially and emotionally, when everybody knows they're going to die. So I guess the only thing we can do is learn from their mistakes. So let's look at 2-year waiting period kind of plans out there. There's a number of different insurance companies out there. Colonial Penn's probably one of the better known ones, just because seems like they advertise every 7 minutes on the television. But they advertise that $9.95 plan. That is a 2-year waiting period plan. There's other companies out there too that have 2-year waiting periods. Each of Omaha, their United of Omaha product, AIG Gerber, and there's a bunch of other different insurance companies. And a lot of those insurance companies have done a pretty darn great job at convincing people that the only thing they're going to qualify for is a plan with the 2-year waiting period. And nothing could be further from the truth, because we help people with first day coverage all day long. So don't fall for that. Now, the challenge with Colonial Penn is going to be, can you even get $25,000? Because they got this $9.95 pricing. And, an 80-year-old male might think, I outlived everyone pretty much, and I smarty pantsed everyone. And now I'm going to go to Colonial Penn at age 80 and get my $9.95 plan. And I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 worth of insurance. I outsmarted everyone. And then we go here and find out $9.95 for one unit is $426. That's all you're going to get for $9.95 at age 80 is $426. I mean, does that even pay for flowers these days? Yikeroos. So, yeah, we just can't recommend that. It'd be $426. And keep in mind, it's not going to pay out anything for the next 2 years. Ouch, double whammy. So let's take a look here and see. We're going to max it out here. The challenge is you're not going to get $25,000 through Colonial Penn. They are maxed out at 15 units. That's $150. That gets you roughly $6,390 on the nose. So roughly $6,000, way short of $25,000. Let's jump over and look at what $25,000 in first day coverage would be. 25. Let's see here. So again, Colonial Penn's $149 for $6,300 and $25,000 here. Kind of gets expensive, like I told ya. So roughly around $330 or something like that. Let's see if there's any other companies out here that advertise a lot. Who would that be? Oh yeah. So like Lincoln Heritage, look at the price difference, $453. They've got a deal where, they're the fine company, number one, level coverage. But they've got a deal where, when you do pass away, they'll call 2-3 different funeral homes or whatever, kind of shop around for the best pricing, maybe do a few other things too. But, it's $453. You pay for that. It's $453 versus, oh my gosh, $453. I mean, it's like almost $120 difference with some of these insurance companies. So 12 times 122, that's $1,440 a year. That would be, if you live 10 years, that'd be $14,400. So after 10 years, you'd overpay $14,400, and it's only a $25,000 policy. So it's awfully expensive to make a few phone calls and maybe do a couple other things. So kind of keep that in mind. You'll be able to check out all the other insurance companies here. Just scroll right through them. You'll be able to see them. But instead of like overpaying like $14,000 or whatever it is, $1,440 a year, we recommend you just we provide a free funeral and estate planning guide. You can fill that out in advance. You can put on there who gets what goes where, what assets are where, and then where you want to be buried and your final wishes, kind of all that stuff. You can take care of that in advance. We recommend you keep it with your insurance policy, and that way when you pass away, your family knows exactly where it is, and they can find out exactly what you wanted done. You've laid it all out for them. And the beauty of that is that they know that you were thinking about them, loving them, and caring for them at a time that you knew would come, where they would be suffering both emotionally and financially. And you've kind of taken full circle care of them, not only with the money, but emotionally you've protected them as well, too. So pretty good way to do that and save money. Again, you can go to funeralfunds.com, fill out our quota right here. We've got a YouTube-specific quota, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. We've got a special quota there where you can get the most discounts. You can call us at 888-862-9456 if you want to talk to a human. And then if you're just looking for a brand new policy and want some help with that, find out what you qualify for, we can help you with that. If you got an existing policy, we can help you price shop and make sure you got the best deal. If you want to add coverage to a current policy, we can do that. If you're looking for a brand new policy or just want information, let us know. We can help you out with that too. So we look forward to the day that we talk with you. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.